Tonight, Vanderbilt students are raising concerns after they uncovered toxic levels of mold in their dorm rooms.
News 4's Marissa Sulek talked with students today. So, Marissa, how did they discover this?
Well, Marius, I talked to one residence assistant who lives here at the Highland Quad area here in Vanderbilt, and he tells me he had flu-like symptoms that wouldn't go away until he went home for Thanksgiving break. Now he's looking out for himself and his fellow residents. Residence halls are supposed to be a home away from home for students.
It's just a shame that we have to live like this.
But as Aaron Chen, who lives in Vanderbilt's Highland Quad area, found out, the living conditions here are toxic with mold.
We took down the panels to our roof, and sure, there's paint over it, but you can chip it away and just see everything. It's there, you can't ignore it.
We're hoping that we can hold Vanderbilt accountable.
Benjamin Bryce is Chen's RA, who discovered the mold last semester.
Just by chance, I'd seen a video of another student at another university who had mold in their dorm and was having the same symptoms. I thought, you know what if Vanderbilt has mold? And so I went up into my ceiling tile, I ripped it down, and what I saw, absolutely, my jaw hit the floor.
He says the mold explained the flu-like symptoms he couldn't shake off.
For the entirety of last semester, I had just this recurring cough and this just consistent upper respiratory inflammation. I had a sore throat every morning I woke up. I had a cough, stuffy nose, the whole deal, general malaise, brain fog.
Since then, over 100 residents reached out to him saying they had mold too. Half of those were confirmed. Bryce says, to Vanderbilt's credit, they did send out a maintenance crew and found a place for him to sleep one night.
Flat out said they didn't think it was mold. They were really frustrated they had to be there. They were angry, they were frustrated, and which was just shocking to me.
News 4 reached out to Vanderbilt University today. They say they conduct regular structural and hygienic inspections. They also have an on-staff hygienist, hired a third-party professional testing company, and work with students who file reports. But Bryce says he still wants to see more.
I want to change this for the future and change this for students that live on campus now, but time will tell.
Chen says in the next couple years, this complex will be torn down. But he and other students still pay room and board for an environment like this.
It's frustrating because, yes, it's like $12,000 for students to pay for housing.
Now, Bryce says as an RA, he tries to stay here as much as he can, but he says if he can get away, he will, because even a couple of hours outside of this residence hall can make a difference in his health. Tracy?
You know, we've talked about mold in a lot of reports over the years. We know it's bad for you. How do these students know this mold is toxic?
Well, Tracy, Bryce was able to get his hands on an industry-leading test, and I have the results right here, and they actually do show there's several varieties of mold that are 100 times above normal toxicity levels. There's also 2 types of mold that are 1,000 times above those normal levels. Marius?
Marissa, thank you so much.